Hey girls, and welcome to Binge Free Bestie, the podcast where we ditch diets, break free from binge eating, and build a safe and empowered relationship with our bodies. I'm your host, Nick Galbedia. I'm a registered therapist and I totally get it. You see, binge eating woes and body image struggles are something I've been quite familiar with. Been there, done that, and guess what? I found my way to food freedom, and now I'm going to help you to do the same. This potty is going to be your go-to for real, evidence-based strategies from my therapy practice and from my own lived experience. So whether you're tired of that diet cycle, you're ready to ditch this shame spiral, or you just want to feel more confident in your own skin, then this is going to be the place for you. It's time to get real about food freedom, body acceptance, self-care, and building a life you truly love. Ready? Let's get into this, besties. Hey besties, welcome back to the potty. It's me, Nick. I'm a registered counsellor and I'm also a binge eating and body image recovery coach, and I am here to support you to break free from binge eating and find some peace with food for good. Today we're going to chat about a topic that has been all over my feed lately, so I'm sure you've been seeing these things pop up too. And what I want to talk about is the concept of food noise in relation to weight loss surgery and GLP-1 medications. So things like Ozempic, those weight loss injections. Now, I keep seeing people talking about how these tools can quiet down food noise. Food noise is that mental chatter about what to eat, what not to eat, the guilt, the obsession, all of that kind of stuff. And yes, these tools can reduce food noise. But what I want to say today is that they reduce the food noise temporarily. And what a lot of people aren't realizing is that unless you do the mindset work alongside using these tools, that food noise will eventually come back. For some people, it's when you stop the injections, it might come back quite quickly. After you've had something like a weight loss surgery, you usually get kind of a golden period of a few years before that food noise will come back. But if you haven't done the work, it's gonna come back. Now, you might have been worried, just say you are one of these people who have used these tools. You might be worried and wondering, well, what happens when I stop the injections? And what happens if the hunger and the food obsession comes back? Well, this episode is for you. It's for everyone, but specifically I'm talking to you right now. And I want to make one thing really crystal clear. And that is that this is a judgment-free space. I've had weight loss surgery myself, and if you've listened to previous episodes, you'll know that I don't regret having done that at all. It was just part of my journey with my body. And I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't had that experience. So absolutely, I am all for body autonomy. Your body, your choice. You can use whatever tools that you like. I just want you to, have an open mind and challenge yourself as to why we're choosing certain tools. Is it the right fit for you? But yeah, I just want you to understand why you're making those choices. And I want you to know that you're welcome here no matter what tools you've used on your journey already. Here's what I need you to know. Weight loss alone does not heal your relationship with food. Okay? And that's why I'm saying, if you want to use those tools, totally, absolutely go for it. It's the same as when I'm talking to clients and they really feel the urge to do one more diet before they dive into trying, the anti-diet food freedom approach. And I say, okay, do it. If you really want to and you want to put that to the test one more time, then go for it. It's your body, it's your choice, it's your journey. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to break down why food noise returns after weight loss surgery or weight loss injections, if you haven't done the deeper work. We're going to talk about the two biggest mindset shifts to actually quiet down that food noise for good. And I'm going to tell you about my super exciting upcoming free training called Binge Eating Unlocked. It's on March 30th. So we'll chat about that at the end and let you know how you can join me for that. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, I briefly touched on what food noise is, but I want to talk about that a little more. So, food noise. If you've ever felt like you're constantly thinking about food, so what to eat, when to eat, whether you should be eating, if you battle guilt every time you have something that's off the plan or unhealthy, I'm doing these little quote marks in the air right now, and if you ever feel like physically full but your brain is still like craving and wanting more, and you hear those whispers, then you know what food noise is. That is food noise, and it is bloody exhausting. So when people take the GLP-1 medications or when they have weight loss surgery, a lot of that mental chatter disappears for a while. And I just want to say that I really empathize with you of wanting to get rid of that mental noise, because it's awful. It's exhausting, it's tiring, feels like you're stuck on a hamster wheel from hell. And so I get it when there's a solution sitting out there in the world saying, hey, take this medication or have this surgery and you'll be free from that, what feels like eternal suffering. You'll be free from that. Why wouldn't you feel tempted? I get it. And like I said, I know because I did that. So yes, the mental chatter will disappear for a while. And that is because weight loss surgery and the injections are tools that physically suppress your appetite, they change your gut hormones, and in some cases they actually make it quite painful to overeat, such as having this leaf like I did. I was so scared of causing myself any pain that it was actually quite easy to not overeat from the moment that I had that surgery. But, and this is a really, really big but, food noise does not just come from your stomach. It comes mainly from your mind, your emotions, and your history with dieting. So unless you do that mindset work, the moment that your appetite returns, which is either when you stop injecting or a few years down the track from weight loss surgery, the food noise is going to come back too. And as I said, I know this from experience. After years of dieting and binge eating, I was desperate. I thought that I could just lose the weight. If I just lost the weight, then the food obsession would go. So that's why I had weight loss surgery. And yeah, it was definitely the miracle that I asked for. I couldn't binge anymore. The food noise went away and I felt like I had control. But that was a honeymoon phase and it didn't last. Not to say that these tools cannot last. As I said, you got to do that mindset work. My stomach was smaller, but my binge brain was still the same. So I still had the same triggers, I still had the same emotional eating patterns, and I still had that same guilt and shame around food. So slowly but surely, about 2 years post-op for me, that food noise started creeping back in. And here's a true fact. Maybe you're not hearing so much, so I'm going to say it to you. If you don't heal your relationship with food, you'll still struggle, regardless of how much weight you lose. If you don't learn how to emotionally regulate, food is always going to feel like your only coping tool. And if you don't ditch diet culture and build body trust, food will always hold power over you. So that's why I want to share with you 2 key mindset shifts today, and these are going to help you to quiet food noise for good, no matter where you are in your journey, no matter what tools you've used so far, whether you're using the injections, whether you've had a surgery, whether you're currently on a diet, you can still do these things to help to reduce that food noise. And you need to be doing these things. So I'm just keeping it simple and just giving 2 today. So 2 key shifts to reduce food noise. Number 1 is learning to regulate your emotions without food. So a huge part of food noise comes from emotional distress. When you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, you're lonely, maybe you're bored, food just gives you that dopamine hit. And if you've been using food for emotional regulation for years, then your brain is wired to reach for it automatically. And our brain loves to do whatever is the easiest option. So the key is going to be learning new ways to regulate your nervous system outside of food. So things you could try are deep breathing before a meal, I really enjoyed using EFT tapping as part of my recovery journey, and I'm gonna start making you guys some videos because I actually haven't shared much about that yet, but I want to make some reels, TikToks, all of that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna be including it in my Break Up with Binge Eating course from going forward from now, because it really works. It's amazing. So EFT is emotional freedom technique, and I used to use this whenever I had food cravings, food noise, whenever I was feeling dysregulated. It's really, really helpful. And another way to regulate your nervous system is just moving your body gently. So we're not moving as punishment. We're not moving for a fitness goal in this moment. We're just moving to shift our energy. So the more tools that you have to manage your emotions outside of food, the quieter that food noise is going to get. Okay? Number 2, so the second tip to reduce food noise is to, I know you're going to hate to hear it because I say it all the time, is to ditch diet culture, and it's to tune into your body instead. So food noise absolutely thrives in diet culture. So when you're relying on those external rules like meal plans, calorie limits, good food, bad food lists, you're always going to be second guessing yourself, and that chitter chatter is always going to be in your ear, making you doubt yourself, putting you down. So the goal is going to be to start trusting your body's internal cues instead. So what do I mean? That means learning what actual hunger feels like versus your emotional cravings. And this is kind of a tricky one if you've had weight loss surgery, because it takes a few years for your hunger signals to come back online. The same goes for if you've been dieting for years upon years. You actually become numb or unable to tune into your body's hunger and fullness cues. So you're really in the same boat there. So what I need you to do is to start learning those internal cues from your body. I need you to start eating foods that actually satisfy you, so not just what you think you should eat. And I need you to ditch that fear of weight gain so that you can focus on feeling good now. Okay, I know this needs to be its own episode, honestly. Like, I know there's a lot of fear of like weight regain after surgery or weight regain after stopping the injections, and I really just want to validate you in those fears. Again, this is all stemming from diet culture trying to tell us how we should look, how we should feel. So it's all rooted in there, and it's not your fault. But yeah, working towards ditching that fear of weight gain and just focusing on feeling good in your body right now is going to help reduce that food noise. And these are the things that I teach inside Break Up with Binge Eating. And that course, it's everything in my brain put down in self-paced modules. You'll get everything. You'll also get access to me to ask any questions you might have, and you also get a personalized binge-free handbook. But if you're just new to all this, I think a really good first step is to come along to my free training, which is coming out really soon. It's called Binge Eating Unlocked, and it's going to be on March 30th. So I'm recording this on 17th of March, so it's only a couple of weeks away. If you're tired of this food noise and you want a really clear you want a clear roadmap to food freedom, then you need to come to this training. So March 30th, it's online. I'm going to be breaking down why you feel out of control around food, even when you're trying your best, and the 3 biggest triggers behind binge eating and what you can start to do about them. You're going to leave the training with some real actionable steps to start shifting your mindset and quietening down that food noise for good. So if you register, you can come along live. It's on a Sunday afternoon, New Zealand time. So you can come along and hang out with me. It'll only be about half an hour. And if you can't make it, if you save your seat, I'll automatically send you a replay as well. So you're not going to miss out. So to sign up, I'm going to put the link in the show notes, which is easy peasy. or come onto my socials, go to the link in my bio, it'll be there. You'll also see me talking about it a lot the next couple of weeks. I really want to reach as many women as possible and give out these like free goodies because, you know, struggling with food noise is hard. Struggling with eating is bloody hard. But I just want you to know you're not alone. You're not broken. There is a way forward. So whether you've had a weight loss surgery, or you've tried the injections, or you're doing these things right now, or maybe you've been dieting for years, I just want you to know that you can still heal your relationship with food. In these programs that I've created in the training, it's not about weight, it's about freedom. So I'd love to see you there. March 30th, come on, let's go register. Remember, you can catch the replays. You don't have to have your face on the screen or anything, so you can just sit there, sip your cup of tea or your glass of vino, whatever you like. And we can just hang out for a little while and I can give you some more of my tips and tricks and strategies. So that's this week's episode. I'm sending you so much love and I'm here every Friday. So catch you next week. Ciao for now. Hey besties, that is a wrap for this episode. If you're feeling fired up and you're ready to dive a little deeper, then let's chat about how you can keep that momentum going. First, you can find me on all your fave socials at Binge Free Bestie. You're going to get lots of daily inspo there, more strategies, and a healthy dose of body positivity. Then, if you want to start your food freedom journey, then you're going to need to grab my totally free guide, The Overeater's Fix. That is easy to find in my show notes. And finally, if this episode has inspired you to take the first step in healing your relationship with food and you're ready to break up with binge eating, then my online course is exactly where you need to be. It's a powerful blend of coaching with me, Nick, and a supportive binge-free bestie community, engaging discussion forums, transformative learning modules, and a mindfulness library that's packed with strategies to help you ditch dieting and embrace lasting food freedom. Next round is starting really soon, so if you don't want to miss out on that, then join the waitlist. Link is in the show notes. Okay, that's all from me today, but if this episode has been helpful, please hit follow. And if you're feeling extra kind, maybe consider leaving me a review on your fave platform. Please, please, please remember, you are so worthy of food freedom and body peace. Please take care of your beautiful self, and I'll catch you next time for another empowering episode. Ciao for now.